Welcome, one and all, to Squirrels and Robots, episode 149. Hi, welcome back from the new Baby Metal song. Oh, God, dude, please. Also, new Morrissey song as well. Well, 'tis the season to sing sad songs, and there's no one sadder than Morrissey. Too right. But Baby Metal released a new song called Monochrome, which is also the name of a Sisters of Mercy tribute album, which was mediocre. Wow, I forgot all about that one. Yes. But anyway, right, so, there you go. There's a new Morrissey track and a new Baby Metal, so, there's something for everyone with dark inclinations. Morrissey always makes me think of hamburgers. Dude, he's like super vegan. Well, that's why. Meat is murder. But it sure is tasty. Sorry, I had to do it. Yeah, speaking of dead meat, hopefully everyone had a somewhat stress-free Thanksgiving last week, and with things kinda getting back to normal, let's hit the news. Elon seems to be either mucking up Twitter or making it a brilliant thing, though I suppose it all depends on your perspective. I like check marks next to my name. It's fun, like a sticker that says, "You're okay," but for only $8 a month. Yeah, what else? There's also riots and protests in China, which no one really seems to be covering for some reason. Yeah, I find it odd that some of those super socially conscious folks in Hollywood haven't made official statements supporting the people there in their effort to better their lives. And, break away from the grip of its, shall we say, assertive leaders. Wait, you mean no one in Hollywood whose movie's potential ability to be distributed in a lucrative market based on their opinions of said market's country's politics haven't said anything to help the downtrodden of society? Yeah, it's weird, right? It's almost like Hollywood likes to preach to everyone about what's right and wrong unless it may affect the box office residuals. Does this qualify as politics? Nope. Just an observation. The world can burn. I do not care. But speaking of an industry out of ideas, the same person who is going to make a horror movie about Winnie the Pooh, because, it's in the public domain now, and Peter Pan, also in the Pub D, is supposedly going to make a horror parody of Bambi. Wow, hitting all those iconic things falling into the public domain, aren't they? Yeah, well, people say they want new content, but don't generally bother unless it has name recognition, so sad. Yeah, gotta say, folks, for all the whining and complaining people do about reboots, sequels, prequels, spin-offs, and tie-ins, y'all tend to throw a lot of money at it. Steve crunched the numbers on stream one day, and all the remakes have done really well by Disney. Yet their new animated feature, Strange World, did rather dreadful. Like it's already on Disney Plus. Christ. Whatever, rehashed crap, blah, blah, blah. Also, there's a horror movie called The Mean One coming out, which essentially looks like the Grinch goes on a killing spree for Christmas. Merry Christmas! No, die! If only. Speaking of horror, Target, yes, the chain of stores, Target, apparently has a virtual goth Target in the metaverse. No way! No joke. The pumpkin guy covered it like a couple of streams ago, and there is literally a goth Target you can visit in virtual reality in the metaverse. So, for those who need to venture into a goth Target, it kind of exists. I do like dark things. Speaking of, we finally got around to watching Wednesday, the Netflix series about Wednesday Addams from the Addams Family, which is okay. Jenna Ortega, who plays Wednesday, is spot on with her performance, as a cynical cut-the-crap Wednesday Addams, who, in her teen years, gets shipped off to a spooky school after she causes an incident at her old school, ends up having visions that tie into some nefarious crap happening at the school. Stuff. No spoilers! Yeah, I know. The directing duties are shared between Tim Burton and some other people. There's kind of teen drama stuff kind of wedged in there, and the rest of the Addams Family is surprisingly stagnant in their performances. But, you know what? Ortega kind of holds the series together. It's not great, but it isn't terrible. So if you do like spooky stuff, you'll enjoy it. People kind of complained about the CGI. Dude, I don't care. You know what? Go home, do it better, and then re-upload it. Like, shut the hell up. You know? Everyone complained about She-Hulk CGI, and it still ended up being a very highly rated show. And it doesn't really matter, does it? And I hear that Wednesday Addams is doing well. And that's good. You know? For the spooky things. The world needs more spooky stuff. Yeah, like more fun spooky stuff. Not like J.i.M spooky stuff. She's just sad. Yeah, she a poop. A spooky poop. Yeah, well, whatever. Life tends to chisel away at those dark qualities over time, so Jermaine is what she is. An interesting side note about Wednesday, right? It did better the first week for viewership than Stranger Things Season 4's first week. That's a win in my book for spooky things. Stranger Things is spooky, though. Yeah, but not Tim Burton spooky, And it's been a while since anything, like that has become, successful. Yeah, like since the Addams Family movies in the 90s. And that's just sad. But, you know what? Here's the thing, right? Watching Wednesday, it was good. But I still felt like it could have been a little bit better if they kind of opened up the dark humor a little bit more. And I keep seeing that in a lot of series and movies, where it gets to a point and then it stops, because it doesn't want to cross any lines. So then we're all just stuck with this almost really good series or movie, because, nobody wants to take a chance, because it might offend someone. These platforms really got to open up and just get rid of that sensitivity cap you guys have been basically soft-locking our content behind, It's like you only let it go so far, and then you're like, stop there. That just sucks. Well, all right, in Wednesday's case, right? Spooky thing, successful, right? And maybe it's time for a resurgence in spooky stuff, It's been like 30 years. Yeah, I would hope spooky stuff would, kind of get a resurgence, but it's always been kind of niche, Like, Tim Burton has been the only person to actually make really successful spooky things in recent decades. There's been cool things here and there, but generally not on that level, Well, getting talent together like, Tim Burton and Danny Elfman and Johnny Depp and Winona Ryder and actors like that was kind of just like light sticks in a bottle back then. Bloke's got a point. Johnny Depp, Michael Keaton, and Winona Ryder, Danny Elfman, they're kind of like the odd bunch of actors that was super popular back then, coupled with Tim Burton's weird take on things, and a general audience who, wanted something different at the time. It was like a perfect storm back then. Yeah, the golden age of goth. Late 70s through early 90s. I would agree with that. Yeah, hopefully audiences will latch on to some of the darker stuff and push it into the public eye. Right now, it's getting buried under crap like everything else. So, internet is flooded with everyone and their mum creating content. And the booties overflow on every platform, even when I'm not looking for them. Yeah, it's a trash heap of nonsense out there. Whatever. So, hey, support the spooky stuff. Alright? Sandman did well. Wednesday is doing well. Come on. There's people out there who want this stuff. But it ain't gonna get noticed unless you tell people about it. Do it! Exactly! Which brings us to, thank you all for helping out and supporting on the platforms of your choice. Yes, I would give you all a comfortable shoe in thanks for your support, which in turn would be very supportive. At least for 1 foot. Oh my god. Josie!
What?
You have anything to say?
I hate the holidays.
Huh. Well, Merry Christmas to you too!
Stuff it in your stocking.
Wow, holiday angst in full swing. Later, everyone, if you can support, do so on Patreon, PayPal, Twitch, YouTube, wherever you feel like, because this year has been dreadful. You blame this one here with the manky teeth. Well, ice cubes are fun to chew on. Until they're not. Oh my god. Yeah, so, I don't know. Support when you can, try to do something fun, don't let the holidays stress you out. Go watch something stupid. Speaking of, we did watch Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, which was okay. Yeah, it was alright. I watched the Star Wars Holiday Special, which I did not have enough drugs for. Why would you waste your time on that pile of dreck? Morbid curiosity! It was Life Day, and I still don't know what that means! Oh my god. Later, everyone. Shoes.